I've said something earlier in my video, but it was not recorded. Okay, so I guess those entities are not happy that I'm sharing this kind of truth. Okay, so what happens is that why our third eye, our pineal gland is not working, right, to see psychically, is because of a lot of things like poisoning, using black goo, using ink. All right, sometimes they put a lot of poison in the sky to blind people of their psychic abilities. All right, these darken our third eye, so whenever we close our eyes, it's always dark. We cannot see anything in the psychic world, in the spiritual world, no matter how much you go and decalcify. I just realized there are patterns in which there are ink that may be the ones that's astral projecting to the sky in the clouds that is poisoning people from the top. Okay, so even if you walk on the streets, you get poisoned by all these things. All right, our eyes are being hurt. Our third eye is blocked heavily by ink, and also there are red lights, infrared, that is actually attacking our eyes. At least it's attacking my right eye. It is actually like creating a connection, right, with alien frequencies. It is actually converting people to robotics. Okay, so this kind of red light is common. You see in red light traffic, you see in cars, right? There are red lights, right, to signal. And then there are airplanes with red light to show, okay, to signal. Let's say there are planes, right? You need to avoid from afar. In the sky, when it's dark, right, at night, right, at least there's some lights, right, that other airplanes are able to avoid, okay, or birds. So these kinds of red lights are actually infrared. And then on top of buildings, there are red lights, right, to signal to airplanes that there are lights to avoid flying too low, right? Those are the height of buildings. So these are the red lights that is actually affecting our psychic abilities, our spiritual developments. Right? These are frequencies that you might not hear, but if it attacks you, you can hear. It's actually ultrasonic frequencies, that is alien frequencies. Okay, so it's actually a kind of beam that is bad for our eyes. Okay, if you close your eyes and you find that there's some kind of a beaming, right, some like flickering lights or a kind of beam, it's unnatural. It just keep on you know you will feel irritating, so there may not be people realizing it, but if you close your eyes and you see it on your right eye, there's some kind of a beaming. It is actually infrared, right? You may be a target from satellites or from any of the nearby red lights. Okay, so it's actually stopping our psychic abilities. So try to decommission this kind of patterns. I already like read as much of this kind of infrared to decommission all these patterns because it's bad for us. Not all of them, are cleared. Okay, because some of these airplanes, they also need this kind of signals. But I read only based on what I feel is, impacting our third eye or our physical eyes. Okay, so maybe you want to find some other ways to clear it, okay, with your, spiritual connections whatsoever. Okay, so this is what I can share with you. But this, connection to your, it's actually affecting the lens of the eyes, that sometimes, when you look at a phone for too long, your eyes get blurry because the phone also has some like somewhat is of LED frequencies, which is bad for our eyes too, so it's actually causing our eyes to be hurt in the ethereal, so which is why we are unable to see in the ethereal plane in 4D, in 5D or beyond. Okay, which is bad for us. We are unable to discern whether are there any negative entities in your energy field. You may not even know that they are attacking you all the time.